If there is one theme for this video, it ain't looking good. So let me do the shilling out of the way. Please subscribe to the other channels if you can. Please consider channel memberships for extra content and other perks. All right, let us get into it. Oh man, there is a lot. So Reese put out a big video trying to respond to the various charges Jeff, an ex-lover, is putting out about her well, no nice way of putting it, taking his guns, which is illegal. And frankly, her response was not very substantive, but we'll do something more full down the road. But let me just get to what's legally relevant, which admittedly is not much, but it is there. Now, I've been accused myself of certain things that I'm not giving enough credit. So this comes from Clear Media. I will put a link below. I'm not going to go through the entire clip. I just want to note a few things because the big question is this: did they take the guns illegally, and did they transport them across state lines? I don't know that for sure, but certainly Scoville and her did.
This truck behind me we just rented because the 36-footer that we paid to have them haul, after these guys loaded the entire truck and took off, they weren't even close. This thing is completely jammed. If I lifted up the back, you would not believe it. We couldn't get another, if there was a pack of cigarettes, I don't think we could have gotten it into the truck. Is she leaving anything? No, we're not leaving a damn thing.
Is everything, right? So Scoville saying, yeah, we basically took everything. So would that include Jeff's property, which they did not have a right to, but they took it anyway? Well, that seems very, very plausible because one thing that he took, and he acknowledges it's not his, is Jeff's hat. Now, here, Reese did say something relevant that, no, that's not his hat. That's technically her hat. She bought it for him. If she can prove that, that is great. However, if she can't prove that, then we literally have visually, right? We have literally on tape evidence that they've stolen items from Jeff. That is legally relevant. Now, a lot is going to depend on a judge, right? This is very sensitive to the judge. If a judge thinks this is serious, they can go to a court case, or a judge says, it's not so bad. And Reese, to be fair to her, does not have much of a criminal record, so that will be taken into account. But if a judge does think, this is a pattern of behavior of you constantly stealing things, and it's just plausible, if you stole this and that, you would steal the guns, this could look really, really bad for Reese. And really all Reese said in general was that Jeff is not a good guy, Jeff has done bad things, she just doesn't like Jeff, and Jeff doesn't have a good media image. And you just got to give her law 101 is that, well, whether you're popular on YouTube and whether he's unpopular on YouTube is not legally relevant. That's not legally relevant at all. Now, there is some relevance in that maybe a fan of Reese will get on the jury and she'll just get lucky. Maybe even the judge will be a fan of hers. These things do happen. And from the O.J. Simpson trial, we know, again, it's just really hard to filter out completely that influence, right? If a celebrity is big enough, that will influence the court. You can't get out of that. So maybe Reese will be at that height that will be a relevant issue in her court case. But maybe it won't. So a lot depends on the judge. A lot depends on the charges. And again, at this point, we don't know for sure, but it is very credible. I mean, it could be devil's advocate that Jeff is lying. He doesn't have the serial numbers, but he does have that footage. And that footage is pretty damning. I mean, it looks bad. Just looks bad. But to be fair, like, Reese is not the one really in trouble. It's Scoville, because Scoville has a big criminal record. So, again, judges can be lenient, but a judge could decide, like, that criminal record is very relevant. That's going to get brought into the court case. So, it's not looking good for him. On top of this, he acknowledges, yeah, this hat isn't mine. I stole the hat. The hat is not my property.
How's that? There's a hat. It is a sexy hat, is it not? It's not my hat. So, but it's a good looking hat. I am Admiral Tommy Scoville, and this is the lifeboat. This is officially the new spot. Now you got Heisenberg, hold on.
Right, so again, the hats are not the same thing as the guns, but we are seeing a pattern of behavior that it does seem it's very plausible to conclude that he and Reese clearly just had a scheme going. We're going to take the guns, make easy, good money, and keep the money to ourselves, and that's it. No one's going to know. But Jeff does know and is deciding, nope, I want them guns back. So, how bad is this really? Well, it may not really hurt Reese all that much because she is going to play innocent and say, guys, you know me. Guns, gun running, gangster. I'm not the mafia. And that is true. This is really out of, and this is true. This is strange behavior for her, but well, we all know what's going on is that, yeah, you're hanging out with Scoville, and Scoville probably is like, yeah, we just take the guns and sell them. I know people who would buy the guns, and that's it. I mean, it's going to be really weird what her testimony will be that she's very innocent. Guys, I just don't know this stuff. I mean, yeah, I know how to use the guns, but, me selling guns? Really? That's true, but you're literally romantically involved with someone who has a big criminal record. We literally have like over 25 YouTube videos where you literally say, this is my romantic partner. He's a criminal. He has a big criminal record. So, yeah, a judge is going to put two and two together saying, well, I understand what you're saying, that you don't know exactly what's happening, but is it plausible that your boyfriend told you that, hey, we could just steal these guns and sell them, given his past history, given who he associates with? Yeah, this is all very plausible. So I don't know what she's trying to do. I mean, I get it. She's trying to distract people with a lot of things that Jeff has done. Some of it may be relevant, right? These are serious charges. However, he would have to be guilty of some pretty severe crimes for this to affect his ownership of the guns. Unless she can prove that, okay, he committed this or that crime that would affect his gun ownership. Right, the judge is going to say, yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. He's not a good guy. He's not a nice guy. So what? He's still entitled to the guns. If you stole the guns, that's still a crime. And added to this, they took the guns across state lines. That's a pretty serious issue in the US because there is now a very zero tolerance atmosphere, right? I mean, we're having parents being put in jail if their kid does something wrong, right? If their kid goes on a rampage and takes a gun and shoots people, juries are willing to put the parents in jail. So, yeah, I'm not sure what Reese is playing. I mean, I get it. I think she's being very cute and all that to try to say, well, the issue here is I have a big YouTube channel. Jeff does not have a big YouTube channel. Right. That's all well and good. And she's making really good money. And I have no doubt she's actually making more money from this whole case, but that's not relevant to the law. It's just not. It's not like the law goes, oh, popular YouTuber. Well, there you go. Magics. The laws don't apply. It's not how it works. But I don't know if Reese is really that naive. She's playing naive, but I don't know. It's just a very dangerous game she's playing. But wait and see. But really, Scoville's the one in trouble. I just don't see how he's not going to be facing, at the very least, some severe fines and a lot of community service if he's lucky. If he's not lucky and a judge gets really angry, yeah, he may be going back to jail. Seriously. And that is no laughing matter.